As the movie begins, we're immersed in the depths of an iron mine where numerous sheep toil away extracting iron ore. Suddenly, amidst the bustling activity, Tai Lung, the notorious villain from Kung Fu Panda 1, appears. The sheep tremble in fear at his presence, but Tai reassures them that he's returned more powerful than ever. He boasts that even the dragon warrior won't stand a chance against him this time. Tai urges the sheep to spread the word far and wide, including in Shanti Valley, that he has returned. Cut to Peace Valley, where we encounter Poda Panda, the current dragon warrior. Peace reigns in the valley thanks to Poda Panda's efforts. The inhabitants adore him, and the valley thrives under his guardianship. Poda warmly welcomes everyone, inviting them to his restaurant. Meanwhile, we see Po, the panda, enjoying a peaceful moment with his two dads. However, the tranquility is interrupted when Master Shifu arrives to speak with Po. Taking him to the Jade Palace, Master Shifu reveals that Po's tenure as the Dragon Warrior of Peace Valley has come to an end. It's time for someone else to take on the mantle of the Dragon Warrior. Po must transition to a new role, focusing on spiritual growth through meditation. After Master Shifu delivers the news of Po's transition, Po feels a surge of nervousness. He expresses his desire to continue as the Dragon Warrior, but Master Shifu gently explains that it's time for Po to embrace a new path, much like Master Yue did before him. Reminding Po of the symbolic green wand bestowed upon him by Master Yue, Shifu emphasizes the importance of letting go and moving forward. Reluctantly, Po agrees to Master Shifu's guidance. In accordance with Shifu's plan, an event is organized to select the new Dragon Warrior, mirroring the iconic competition seen in Kung Fu Panda 1. Numerous skilled warriors participate, showcasing their abilities. However, amidst the contenders, Po finds himself unable to select a successor. Instead, he boldly declares himself as the continuing Dragon Warrior, expressing his unwavering dedication to the role. Despite Po's assertion, Master Shifu patiently reiterates the necessity of transitioning, leading Po to ultimately acquiesce. As Po diligently meditates under Master Shifu's guidance, he notices a shadowy figure sneaking into the palace. Reacting swiftly, Po confronts the intruder, discovering her to be a fox attempting to pilfer something. Po apprehends the fox and has her imprisoned for her attempted theft. Meanwhile, as the fox is being led away, a sheep, the same one who witnessed Tai Lung's return, rushes to Po with urgent news. The sheep relays Tai Lung's ominous return, warning that his destructive ambitions know no bounds. Po is shaken by this revelation, grappling with the implications of Tai Lung's resurgence. Amidst the chaos, the captured fox overhears the conversation and offers Po a glimmer of hope. She suggests that Po follow Tai Lung's footprints for potential clues. Although skeptical of her motives, Po senses a shred of truth in her words. Following the fox's advice, Po ventures to the iron mine where Tai Lung was last sighted. There, he discovers Tai Lung's distinct footprints. However, Po notices a peculiar detail: Tai Lung's footprints have diminished in size over time, perplexing him. Recognizing the fox's insight into the situation, Po decides to confront her directly in the prison of Shanti Valley. He seeks answers from the fox, realizing that she may hold crucial information about Tai Lung's true intentions and the mysterious transformation of his footprints. Upon learning the fox's name, Jane, and her occupation as a thief, Po inquires about her knowledge of the situation. Jane reveals the true identity of the apparent Tai Lung, disclosing that it's actually Chameleon, a formidable entity capable of assuming any form and wielding immense power. Chameleon's sinister agenda involves the destruction of everything in her path to establish dominion, even over Shanti Valley. Realizing the urgency of stopping Chameleon, Po implores Jane to lead him to her whereabouts. However, Jane hesitates, citing her current imprisonment as a barrier. In a bold move, Po strikes a deal with Jane, promising to mitigate her sentence significantly if she aids him in confronting Chameleon. Just as the agreement is reached, Master Shifu arrives on the scene, challenging Po's decision. Despite Shifu's objections, Po remains steadfast in his resolve to stop Chameleon, recognizing the gravity of the threat she poses to the valley and beyond. Despite Master Shifu's objections, Po remains resolute in his decision to confront Chameleon and enlist Jane's help. Ignoring Shifu's warnings, Po frees Jane from prison and sets off on their journey, armed with his green stick bestowed upon him by Master Yue. As they travel together, Po and Jane share stories, jokes, and experiences, forming a strong bond of friendship. Po comes to trust Jane implicitly, recognizing her value as an ally in their mission to stop Chameleon. Moved by Jane's openness, she confides in Po about her upbringing. Orphaned and alone as a child, Jane was taken in by a group of thieves who raised her and taught her their ways. Despite her troubled past, Jane has honed her skills as an expert thief. Jane also reveals that her thief family resides in the same city as Chameleon. They live underground away from prying eyes. Upon reaching Chameleon City, Jane leads Po underground to meet her family and friends, introducing him to the close-knit community of thieves who have supported her throughout her life. As Jane guides Po through the intricate maze of Chameleon's palace, they encounter numerous challenges and obstacles. Stealthily sneaking past the slumbering crocodile soldiers, they navigate through the inner sanctum, striving to remain undetected. However, a misstep by Po jolts the soldiers awake, triggering a frantic pursuit. Jane and Po race ahead, deftly evading their pursuers and bypassing cunning traps set throughout the palace. Together they overcome each obstacle, their collaboration proving invaluable in their quest. Upon reaching the heart of the palace, a sudden danger befalls Po as a massive iron cage descends upon him, trapping him within its confines. Jane rushes to his aid, attempting to lift the heavy cage and free him from captivity. However, the weight proves too much for her alone, hindering their efforts to liberate Po. Despite the odds stacked against them, Jane remains steadfast in her determination to help Po escape, demonstrating her loyalty and friendship amidst the perilous circumstances. Together, they face this daunting challenge head-on, united in their resolve to overcome adversity and confront the looming threat of chameleon. As Po watches Jane struggle to lift the heavy cage, he offers her his wand, hoping it may aid in their escape. However, to Po's shock and dismay, Jane's true allegiance is revealed as she turns and retreats, ultimately handing the wand over to chameleon. Po realizes the depth of Jane's betrayal as chameleon steps forward, mocking his naivety in trusting the fox. Chameleon reveals that Jane was groomed from a young age to serve her, devoid of loyalty or emotion beyond obedience to chameleon's commands. Feeling the sting of betrayal, Po grapples with the harsh reality that Jane was never truly his friend but merely a pawn in chameleon's sinister scheme. Chameleon's revelation serves as a sobering reminder of the dangers lurking within their midst and the deceitful nature of those who serve her. With newfound clarity, Po understands that Jane's loyalty lies solely with chameleon, leaving him to confront the daunting task of escaping from chameleon's clutches alone, knowing that their friendship was nothing but facaded by chameleon's manipulative machinations. As the revelation unfolds, Jane listens intently, realizing the extent of chameleon's manipulation and betrayal. She comes to understand that she has been used as a mere pawn in chameleon's grand scheme. Meanwhile, Po confronts chameleon, seeking answers to her motives and the significance of the green wand. Chameleon reveals her past struggles with martial arts, recounting how she was rejected by masters who deemed her too small and weak to learn kung fu. This rejection fueled her anger and drove her to seek power through magic, enabling her to transform into various forms. However, despite her abilities, Chameleon acknowledges that she lacks the true power of kung fu, hence the need for the green wand. Chameleon elucidates the true purpose of the green wand, explaining that its power can be harnessed to open the gateway to the spirit world. Her plan mirrors Po's own goal to summon the spirits of past masters and absorb their powers, thereby becoming the ultimate force. Po absorbs this revelation, realizing the magnitude of the threat posed by Chameleon's ambitions. He understands that they share a common desire for power, albeit pursued through vastly different means. With the fate of the valley hanging in the balance, Po must now confront chameleon and thwart her nefarious plans before it's too late. Enraged by chameleon's deceit, Po attempts to break free from the cage imprisoning him. However, chameleon reveals that the cage is enchanted with her magic, rendering it impervious to Po's attacks. Determined to escape, Po devises a new plan. He'll break through the wall beneath him instead. With a powerful strike, Po shatters the wall, plunging into the depths below. Instantly, he is besieged by chameleon's soldiers, forcing him into a fierce battle. Despite the overwhelming odds, Po fights valiantly, eventually defeating his adversaries and emerging victorious. Returning to the palace's outer perimeter, Po is met by Jane, who regrets her betrayal and implores him to reclaim his wand. However, their exchange is interrupted by chameleon's deception disguised as Jane. She attempts to thwart Po's efforts to retrieve the wand. Before chameleon can enact her scheme, Po acts swiftly, reclaiming his wand from the false Jane. In a desperate attempt to seize Po's powers, chameleon rushes to touch the wand. As she makes contact, a brilliant light emanates from the wand, illuminating chameleon's hand and eyes, signifying her absorption of Po's dragon warrior powers. In a moment of shocking realization, Po witnesses chameleon's treacherous transformation, recognizing the grave threat she now poses with the powers of the dragon warrior at her command. With the balance of power shifted, Po must confront chameleon and thwart her ambitions before she wreaks havoc upon the valley and beyond. As Po plummets from chameleon's palace, he realizes the dire consequences of chameleon's acquisition of his dragon warrior powers. However, before he can hit the ground, he is caught by none other than his two fathers. Overwhelmed by their unexpected presence, Po explains the situation to them, recounting chameleon's treachery and the loss of his wand. Concerned for Po's safety, his fathers urge him to retreat and avoid further confrontation with chameleon. However, Po is determined to rectify his mistake and stop chameleon's nefarious plans. With resolve in his heart, Po decides to return to the palace and put an end to chameleon's schemes. Back in the palace, chameleon revels in her newfound power, now possessing both Po's dragon warrior abilities and the amplified potential granted by the wand. The stakes have never been higher as Po prepares to confront chameleon and reclaim his stolen powers, risking everything to protect his home and restore balance to the world. As chameleon continues to draw forth the powers of the masters from the world of souls, she grows increasingly formidable, imprisoning each one within cages to weaken them. Master Crocodile, Master Ox, Master Elephant, Master Rhino, along with other masters, are all ensnared by her power. Even Lord Shen and General Kai fall victim to her machinations, trapped within cages alongside the other masters. Meanwhile, Po confronts Kamlin, now fully aware of her treachery and the threat she poses to the world. Before he can engage her directly, Jane approaches him, seeking forgiveness and pledging her support in defeating Kamlin. Initially hesitant to trust her, Po ultimately accepts her apology and allies with her in their shared goal. So with Jane's assistance, Po sets his plan into motion. While he engages Kamlin in conversation, Jane executes a strategic attack, causing a large iron structure to collapse upon Kamlin, trapping her beneath its weight. Enraged by this turn of events, Kamlin lashes out, her fury unleashed upon witnessing her plans thwarted by Po and Jane's cunning scheme. As Kamlin undergoes a transformation, her newfound powers manifest in a colossal and menacing form. Despite her imposing appearance, Pio and Jane remain steadfast, ready to face her head-on. However, Kamlin cunningly assumes Po's likeness, attempting to deceive them. In the ensuing struggle, Po finds himself ensnared in a cage by Kamlin's treachery, leaving Jane to confront her alone. Recognizing Jane's strength and determination, Po entrusts her with his wand, urging her to fight against Kamlin. With Po's encouragement and newfound confidence, Jane attacks Kamlin with the wand, successfully striking her and momentarily incapacitating her. Seizing the opportunity, Po breaks free from the cage, ready to join the fray once more. Jane questions Po's decision to trust her with the wand, given his ability to free himself from the cage. Po explains that he believed in Jane's capabilities and wanted her to recognize her own strength and potential. As the battle rages on, Kamlin's forces attempt to ambush them, but Po remains one step ahead, prepared for any challenge they may face. With determination and unity, Po and Jane stand firm against Kamlin's tyranny, ready to protect their home and defeat the malevolent sorceress once and for all. With a powerful swing of his staff, Po unleashes a devastating attack on Kamlin, causing her to collapse under the weight of her own ambitions. As Kamlin falls, the powers she had siphoned from the masters are released from within her, returning to their rightful owners. In a dazzling display of light and energy, the powers flow back into Po's staff, restoring the Dragon Warrior's strength and vitality. Simultaneously, Master Crocodile, Master Ox, Master Elephant, Master Rhino Tai Lung, Lord Shen and General Kai all regain their powers, returning to their former glory. Filled with gratitude and humility, the masters, including Tai Lung, express their newfound respect for Pio, acknowledging his worthiness as the Dragon Warrior. They bow before him, honoring his bravery and leadership in the face of adversity. Recognizing that their time in the mortal realm has come to an end, the masters express their intent to return to the world of souls. With a solemn nod, Po uses his staff to open the gateway, allowing them to depart. As the masters bid farewell, Po reflects on the journey that brought them together, grateful for their guidance and support. With the balance restored and harmony prevailing once more, Po stands as a symbol of resilience and strength, ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead. The conclusion of the movie sees Tile apprehending Kamlin and choosing to join the masters in returning to the world of souls. With harmony restored, Po returns to his valley with his two fathers and Fox by his side. Master Shifu, initially taken aback by Fox's selection as the new Dragon Warrior, ultimately trusts Po's decision and approves of Fox's new role. In the final scenes, the Furious Five return and Po introduces Fox to his friends as they embark on training Fox to become a Dragon Warrior. As the movie draws to a close, the characters look towards a hopeful future, united in their shared purpose. And that wraps up the story of Kung Fu Panda 4. If you enjoyed this video and the story it presented, don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Your likes and comments motivate us to create more content like this. Until next time, goodbye.